love, and greetings to you. Welcome to this session on guided meditation. This is mainly meant for those who would like to know about meditation and learn a few basics of meditation. In this session, I will share with you a few components of meditation as taught by Paramahamsa Yogananda Ji, the founder of Yogoda Satsanga Society of India and Self-Realization Fellowship. By going through this session, I hope that one would feel meditation is doable. I too can meditate. I too can be benefited. That is my hope. Whoever attends this session with an open mind, receptive heart, he would feel that meditation is doable. I too can meditate. I too can be benefited. Here we introduce only a few very basic components of meditation. For more effective and advanced techniques of meditation, one has to contact Yogoda Satsanga Society of India. From there, you will receive the instructions on advanced techniques of meditation. More about it later. Now, we will watch a slideshow which gives a brief introduction to Paramahamsa Yogananda Ji and his organization, Yogoda Satsanga Society of India.
Welcome to this brief introduction about Yogoda Satsanga Society of India and its founder Paramahamsa Yogananda. Yogoda Satsanga Society of India, YSS, was founded in 1917 to make available to all the universal teachings of Kriya Yoga meditation. It is Mahavatar Babaji, the deathless avatar, who revived in this age the lost scientific meditation technique of Kriya Yoga. In bestowing Kriya Yoga initiation on his disciple Lahiri Mahashaya, Babaji said, "The Kriya Yoga that I am giving to the world through you in this 19th century is a revival of the same science that Krishna gave millenniums ago to Arjuna, and that was later known to Patanjali and Christ." Swami Sri Yukteswar Ji was a disciple of Lahiri Mahashaya and guru of Paramahansa Yogananda. Yogananda Ji came to him as a youth and under his training and discipline was prepared to make the ancient science of Kriya Yoga available to seekers around the world. Yogananda Ji began his work with the founding of a How to Live school for boys, an ashram in Ranchi, where modern education methods were combined with yoga meditation. In August 1920, Yogananda Ji sailed to Boston, USA, where he was invited to serve as India's delegate at the International Congress of Religious Liberals. That same year, he founded Self-Realization Fellowship in America to disseminate his teachings of Kriya Yoga worldwide. Shortly before Yogananda Ji left for America, Babaji visited him and told him, "You are the one I've chosen to spread the message of Kriya Yoga in the West." Today, Yogoda Satsanga Society of India has 4 ashrams and more than 200 centers in India and surrounding countries. Self-Realization Fellowship, our sister organization in the West, serves devotees across 175 countries and has more than 500 centers. We recently celebrated the 75th anniversary of the publication of Autobiography of a Yogi, one of the world's most acclaimed spiritual classics. As a life story of Paramahansa Yogananda, this book touched the hearts and minds of millions around the globe. Translated into over 50 languages, it has served as an ambassador of India's ancient science of yoga, introducing countless readers to the methods of attaining God realization that are India's unique and lasting contribution to world civilization. It has inspired millions across the world, including many sportspersons, visionaries, actors, and so on. Virat Kohli said, "I love this book, a must read for all those who are brave enough to let their thoughts and ideologies be challenged." A life with love, warmth, joy, and wisdom, this masterpiece includes chapters about the science of Kriya Yoga, the law of miracles, Yoganandaji's meetings with Mahatma Gandhi, Rabindranath Tagore, Ramana Maharishi, India's great scientist J.C. Bose, and many other luminaries of the East and West. Government of India has paid tribute to Yoganandaji and his work on various occasions. In 1977, a stamp was released on the 25th anniversary of his Mahasamadhi. In 2017, the Prime Minister of India released a postage stamp commemorating the 100th anniversary of Yogoda Satsanga Society of India. In 2019, a special rupees 125 commemorative coin was released to mark the 125th birth anniversary of Yogananda Ji. The YSS online bookstore offers writings and recordings from the wisdom legacy of Paramahamsa Yogananda in different formats. His audio talks are available as digital downloads. The YSS Online Dhyan Kendra allows devotees and friends from India and around the world the opportunity to participate from the comfort of their homes in group meditations and listen to the inspirational talks by YSS Sannyasis. Our online events are conducted in English, Hindi, and other Indian languages. Paramahamsa Yogananda taught a system of meditation techniques as part of the science of Kriya Yoga. These techniques are available through the YSS Lessons, a home study program. The lessons also offer a wealth of practical guidance for spiritual living, for all-round well-being and success, and how to live joyfully amidst the unceasing challenges of modern-day living. These lessons can be read in printed form and can also be accessed through a digital app. You can subscribe for these lessons online through yssofindia.org/lessons. To request application by post, call or email our help desk. Information about YSS and the YSS lessons is available on our website. Thank you.
That is a brief introduction to Paramahamsa and his organization. Now, before we get into the components of meditation, let us understand the motivation. What is the motivation to meditate? It is to get peace of mind, inner tranquility. No matter what's happening around us, no matter what's happening to us, we should be peaceful inside. We should perform all our activities from that platform of peace and tranquility. For example, when there is storm, we look for a shelter so that we are not affected by the storm. And it seems that we are always in the midst of storms, storms of tests and trials, thoughts, emotions, anxieties. They're always there, storms around us. And we should be able to find that peaceful corner within us. We are not going to run away from these challenges. We are still there in the midst of all these challenges, but we are calmly active and actively calm. A prince of peace sitting on a throne of poise and directing the kingdom of activities. We are not running away from these responsibilities and challenges, tests and trials. We are right there, but performing all these things from a platform of tranquility, calmly active and actively calm. That is possible if we are regularly meditating. Meditation gives that experience of inner calmness and we perform our duties. No, Params Yogananji beautifully put it this way. Ordinary life is like a pendulum, ceaselessly swinging back and forth. A peaceful person remains calm until he is ready to work. Then he swings into action. As soon as he is through, he swings back to the center of calmness. The pendulum in a wall clock is always moving back and forth, back and forth. That's like an ordinary person, restless, thoughts, emotions, anxieties. But a peaceful person is stable. When there is a need to act, he will perform the action. And once he is through, comes back to that stable position, calmness. That's how we should be. When there is a need, we act. Otherwise, we act from a platform of calmness. We are always peaceful. That is what is required. Understanding the common need we all feel for inner peace, Paramahansa Yogananji said, you cannot buy peace. You must know how to manufacture it within, in the stillness of your daily practices in meditation. Those who meditate feel a wonderful inner quiet. Meditation is the most practical science in the world. Mark his words. You cannot buy peace in the market. We all know that. We cannot buy peace. We have to manufacture it within by regular practice of meditations. This is something which I couldn't understand in the beginning. How do you manufacture peace? It's possible. Meditation is the key. When we meditate scientifically, systematically, proven techniques, if we use and meditate, automatically the restless thoughts are subdued, the sensations are conquered, and the anxieties, they're all under control. Then there is inner calmness, which is our birthright. Our innate nature is the joy, inner calmness. We get that through the practice of some pranayama techniques of meditation. It is possible that by practicing it, we manufacture peace within. That's what is meant by. You have to manufacture peace within by regular practice of meditation. Guruji also says that meditation is the most practical science in the world. What does it mean? See, 4 plus 5 equals 9 for Indians, Americans, Australians, Hindus, Muslims, Christians, men, women, young and old. 4 plus 5 equals to 9 for everyone. It's mathematical, scientific. Similarly, if I use some pranayama techniques, proven pranayama techniques, the result must be there, scientific, they are proven, scientifically established. These pranayama techniques work on life force. Life force is universal. If that principle of life force control worked 1,000 years ago to Patanjali or to other rishis 800 years ago or 2000 years ago, it worked for those personalities, it must work for me now. Because pranayama technique, life force control is universal and it is same thing. Same prana is going through me as it was going through those saints and great ones. So it is universal. It will work for everyone. And we are going to use those well proven scientific pranayama techniques of meditation to attain definite results like inner tranquility. That is the purpose today. First, I will explain 6 components of meditation. Then we'll practice them together. As I guide, we'll practice together. The first one is posture. Posture is important for successful meditation. Posture, there are 2 points are very important. One is spine has to be straight because so much happens in the spine. The flow of life force, chakras, medulla, there are so many things are there in the spine. Spine has to be straight. Second, gaze should be upwards. Preferably gaze should be here at the point between the 2 eyebrows. This point is known as Kutastha center. Gaze upwards at Kutastha and spine straight. These are the main 2 points. Why gaze has to be upwards? If eyes are on the level, this normal state, this is a wakeful state, Jagrata Avastha. Wakeful state induces thoughts. We get thoughts when eyes are horizontal level. When eyeballs go down, then it's subconscious state, we get sleep, dreams. If eyeballs are up, they're up, then that is superconscious state. That is where we have higher perceptions, divine perceptions. Otherwise, either it's sleep or wakeful thoughts. So, get superconscious state, eyeballs have to be up. So, make sure when you start meditation, spine is straight and gaze upwards. And hands should be on the thighs at the point between the junction where thighs join the trunk here. So, chest outside, chest out like this. It doesn't matter whether you sit on a chair or cross-legged on the floor. That doesn't matter. Wherever you are, spine has to be straight, gaze upwards. That is important. Second component is tensing and relaxing. See, sometimes the energy in the body get knotted up in different parts of the body. No, it gets locked in different, and that prevents the free flow of life force throughout the body. To remove these knots, we tense and relax. We just tense the whole body and then relax the whole body. When you tense and relax, these knots get loosened up. Here, there is one more thing. When we are tensing, we do with double inhalation, which means a short followed by long breath through the through the nose, like that, while tensing. Similarly, while exhaling, we do double exhalation, a short followed by long exhalation through the mouth, like this. While inhaling, I tense the whole body. I hold the tension for 3 seconds and then exhale through the mouth and relax the body. Like this we do 3 times or more. So body becomes free from these energy knots. Free flow of energy, life force is possible. Next is about meditation. Meditation stills the ripples of restless thoughts, emotions, sensations, and the lake of the mind. The mind is always agitated with these ripples of restless thoughts, emotions, sensations. Meditation quietens that, removes these ripples. Now we want to have peace of mind. We want to have control over our mind. What it does, we want to be under control. But the more we try to control the mind, the thoughts, the more they are rebellious. That we all know. Our ancient rishis, who are real spiritual scientists, have found after centuries of experimentation one fundamental truth, that mind and breath are interrelated. And they also given some techniques to control the mind using the breath. I mean, that's the contribution of ancient rishis of India to the world. They have given some breathing techniques, pranayama techniques, through which mind can be controlled. That is the principle of scientific meditation too. And here there are many techniques, of course, very powerful techniques are there. But today I would like to tell one preliminary breathing exercise that also helps to quieten the ripples and the lake of mind. This preliminary breathing exercise we call 20-20-20 breathing. It's just a name, 20-20-20. Here we take breath through the nose slowly to a count of 20. Then we hold the breath to the same count of 20. Then we exhale through the mouth to the same count of 20. 20, taking breath through the nose, 20 holding the breath, and counting 20, we exhale through the mouth. This 20-20-20 is only a name coined. It could be 8-8-8, 10-10-10, whatever, because some people may not be able to take the breath to a count of 20. We can do only 6 or 8 or 10 or what 15. Whatever is comfortable to you, you do it. But that count, meaning duration, should be equal. Inhalation, holding, and then exhalation. It's an symmetrical triangle, equilateral triangle. So that we do a few times before practicing meditation techniques. Then we go to a meditation technique. In this technique, which involves sometimes some breathing, sometimes something else it may involve. Again, the purpose is to attain that interiorization, that we become freed from these restless thoughts, sensations, etc. And Yogoda Satsanga Society teaches 3 important meditation techniques, major techniques. One is known as Hangsa technique of concentration. It is known as a technique of concentration, but to me it's much more than that. No doubt concentration improves, but more importantly, it gives tremendous peace inside, inner peace one experiences. And this peace is the first proof of the existence of God within. That gives the experience of divinity within. That is more important for me. No doubt, it increases our concentration. Angsa technique of concentration. We practice it. Okay. Afterwards, another technique is Om technique of meditation. The entire creation is filled with cosmic Om vibration. And in this technique of Om technique, we contact that Om vibration, rather, we experience that Om vibration in meditation. That's how we expand our consciousness, one within this creation. And the third technique is the powerful Kriya Yoga. Kriya Yoga is a psychophysiological technique wherein we take a special breathing. It involves special breathing through which we take excess oxygen. This excess oxygen decarbonizes the system directly, and the carbon is reduced, and to that extent, heart takes rest. And when heart takes rest, blood circulation also is subdued, and the senses are also subdued as a result. That's how we get the deeper concentration, interiorization, and that peace of mind, inner tranquility. Kriya Yoga is very powerful technique to get that. In a general class like this, we cannot discuss the details, how exactly these techniques are performed. For those who are interested, may enroll for Yogoda Satsanga lessons. These lessons, which are sent for home study to anyone whoever is interested, you can study and practice in your own home. If you have any questions, then you can contact us through email or through phone or in person for clarifications. But the techniques are beautifully explained in these lessons in written form. The techniques given by Paramahamsa Yoganandaji, which are coming from time immemorial. So we don't go into details. And today, when we come to that point in guided meditation, if you know one of these techniques, you practice. If you do not know, just put your focus here at Kutastha and enjoy that peace. Or you can visualize your Ishtadaiva and talk to God in the language of your heart. Do something, personal between you and the divine, which is within you. Do something if you do not have any technique. And one more point. Initially, I talked about posture, spine straight, gaze upwards. We start with that, gaze upwards, spine straight. Don't think that gaze is always there. It could be just 2 minutes before you are aware, eyeballs may come down. So you keep mentally checking and adjust. Gaze always has to go up. Similarly, spine straight. Keep adjusting. So next, fifth component is visualization. Now, we shall also practice a visualization technique. Visualization is an effective aid in stimulating one's latent divine memory, by which one recalls and reclaims his lost divinity. We are all potentially divine. We are different sparks of the same divinity. So, visualization helps to recall that lost divinity within. We get in touch with that. So, that is visualization is effective after practicing a meditation technique. That's why it comes after practicing of meditation technique. Then, last component in today's discussion is affirmation. One good practice is to do affirmation after meditation. They work scientifically. And we have a small book, Scientific Healing Affirmations, written by Params Yogananji. It explains the theory. As we repeat positive words with faith and attention, they slowly but surely enter the subconscious mind and replace thoughts of worry and helplessness that may be there in the background of our minds. Now, some thoughts of helplessness, worry may have been there even without our knowledge. Those will be removed by positive affirmations. If you persist with repeating the affirmations with deep concentration, they go to a deeper level and bring out amazing positive changes in our lives. Affirmations are so effective, so effective. Concentrate and go inside. Concentrate. So, these are the 6 components we will now practice together. Posture, tensing, relaxing, preliminary breathing exercise, then meditation technique if you have one, or focus here and talk to God in the language of your heart, or enjoy the peace here. Then visualization, then finally affirmation. The words for today's affirmation could be this: I will meet everybody and every circumstance on the battlefield of life with the courage of a hero and with the smile of a conqueror. That could be the affirmation. Equipping ourselves with that courage as we go into our battlefield in day-to-day life. The words could be: joy is my birthright. I attain that joy by regular meditation. I will be joyful no matter what. That could be another affirmation. Or you can choose your own, depending on the need at that time for you. Read the book Scientific Healing Affirmations if you want further details. Now, let us start this guided meditation together. First thing is sit straight, straight spine, gaze upwards, look, and then close your eyelids or half open. Body should be relaxed. Hands at the thigh junction, palms upwards, looking up. Body relaxed. Now we tense and relax a few times. Take double inhalation, take breath through the nose and tense the body. Whole body under tension for 3 seconds. Exhale through the mouth, double exhalation. Once again, take the breath through the nose, deep breath, tense the whole body, make fists, relax. Once again, take the breath through the nose, tense, relax and exhale. Then we do 20-20-20 breathing. I will count, I will guide you, just follow me. Inhale through the nose, hold the breath, exhale through the mouth, inhale through the nose, hold, exhale through the mouth, inhale, hold, exhale, inhale through the nose, hold, exhale through the mouth, inhale, hold, exhale, inhale, hold, exhale, now just focus at Kutastha, body relaxed, and if you are aware of any meditation technique, practice it, or just look at Kutastha. Feel the peace, or talk to God, your Ishtadaiva, in the language of your heart. No words are required, just exchange feelings. Make sure the spine is straight, gaze upwards. Focus at Kutastha, the point between the two eyebrows. If you are not practicing any meditation technique, just visualize there so much joy. Talk to your Ishta in the language of your heart. Spine straight, gaze at Kutastha, looking up. Feel the peace at Kutastha. Talk to your Ishta. Talk to the divine, looking at Kutastha in the language of your heart. Feel higher presence at Kutastha. Joy, love at Kutastha. Now, focusing at Kutastha, feel that peace. That peace now spreads, goes to the entire head, not just at Kutastha. Entire head is so peaceful. Then expand, visualize. The entire body is so peaceful, filled with divine joy. My body is full of peace. Now that peace is expanding further, spilling over outside my body. This peace expanding into the room where I am now. Entire room is filled with the peace. Keep looking at Kutastha. That body full of peace, joy, expanding further. My peace is going beyond this room, and the entire city, wherever I am, the entire city is full of peace. That light, that joy is filling entire city. It goes further. Entire country is filled. Entire country is immersed in that peace and joy and light. It goes further, on and on. The entire globe is full of joy, light, peace. Entire globe is immersed in that divine peace, divine joy. And I am floating this body of peace, just floating in that vast, vast globe of peace. Open the eyes, see this little body, but full of peace. After seeing this body, now close the eyes, visualize entire globe, and you are a part of that. The joyful, peaceful globe, and you are just a tiny part of that globe, but full of joy, full of peace. Body or no body, whether I feel the existence of the body or not, peace is there. Peace is all that I am aware. Not this body, but peace, joy. Now we go to the next component, that is affirmation. The words for today's affirmation: I will meet everybody and every circumstance on the battlefield of life with the courage of a hero and the smile of a conqueror. This we repeat loudly a few times. Repeat after me. Then softly we repeat a few times. Then we repeat in a whisper. Then mentally. That is how the words go deeper and deeper into our consciousness. Let's start the affirmation. I will meet everybody and every circumstance on the battlefield of life with the courage of a hero and the smile of a conqueror. I will meet everybody and every circumstance on the battlefield of life with the courage of a hero and the smile of a conqueror. I will meet everybody and every circumstance on the battlefield of life with the courage of a hero and the smile of a conqueror. I will meet everybody and every circumstance on the battlefield of life with the courage of a hero and the smile of a conqueror. Now, softly, I will meet everybody, every circumstance on the battlefield of life with the courage of a hero and the smile of a conqueror. I will meet everybody, every circumstance on the battlefield of life with the courage of a hero and the smile of a conqueror. I will meet everybody, every circumstance on the battlefield of life with the courage of a hero and the smile of a conqueror. I will meet everybody and every circumstance on the battlefield of life with the courage of a hero and the smile of a conqueror. Now, in a whisper, I will meet everybody and every circumstance on the battlefield of life with the courage of a hero and the smile of a conqueror. I will meet everybody, every circumstance on the battlefield of life with the courage of a hero and the smile of a conqueror. I will meet everybody, every circumstance on the battlefield of life with the courage of a hero and the smile of a conqueror. I will meet everybody, every circumstance on the battlefield of life with the courage of a hero and the smile of a conqueror. I will meet everybody, every circumstance on the battlefield of life with the courage of a hero and the smile of a conqueror. I will meet everybody, every circumstance on the battlefield of life with the courage of a hero and the smile of a conqueror. Now mentally repeat it a few times. That brings us to the end of this guided meditation. To quickly review what we discussed, today we got exposure to some basic components of meditation as taught by Paramahamsa Yogananda Ji. We understood the motivation to meditate, to achieve that inner tranquility, so that no matter whatever is happening around us, irrespective of the conditions around us, we are calmly active and actively calm. A Prince of Peace sitting on the throne of poise and directing the kingdom of activities. We are calmly active and actively calm. We understood that peace cannot be purchased in market. It has to be manufactured within by practice of scientific, well proven techniques of meditation. Meditation involves proper posture, spine straight, gaze upwards, tensing and relaxing to remove the knots in the body which prevent free flow of life force. Then we did a preliminary breathing exercise 20-20-20. Then a technique of meditation, visualization, finally an affirmation. Once again, I would like to remind that we only had a glimpse of the meditation techniques taught by Paramahansa Yogananda Ji through his organization, Yogoda Satsanga Society of India, Self-Realization Fellowship. For more effective, advanced techniques of meditation, please contact Yogoda Satsanga Society of India, Self-Realization Fellowship. The details will be displayed on a slide right now. Thank you all for participating in this guided meditation.